I'm Luke Mum No Computer, and LEGO have set me the challenge of making an orchestra out of these little guys from the LEGO Star Wars Boost Droid Commander set. So I've been tasked with making an orchestra out of 100 LEGO Boost Star Wars droids. It's going to be quite a challenge. So today we have a rather large table with a rather large amount of iPads, which have got robotic like styluses on them that kind of play the iPads. So all of these gonks over here punch their little pivot parts, which actually play a keyboard note. And they've all got their own notes. I don't actually know what I'm doing right now. I'm making it up as I go, literally. But this is the art of making art and music and electronics is usually you're just making it up and hoping it works. I've only really got this up and running yesterday. Oh God, I'm tired. Oh, I tell you what, I didn't sleep last night very much. I was doing this until about 4 in the morning. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Success. Okay. Oh, I'm really scared. So basically, I've been building this iPad table for the last few days. I don't know where I am or what time of day it is. If you can see, there's no windows in here. We're actually 100 meters underground. But I've just come to the conclusion that I need to jack a lot more voltage through the iPads to make it feel like real fingers are playing. This is the beginnings of the very large xylophone part of the orchestra. There's actually going to be 4 times as many as this. There's going to be 8 xylophones and 24 R2-D2s. Oh, that's a lot of R2-D2s. So the difficulty with this part of the orchestra is the fact that when the R2-D2 is spinning around, if you can see the pivot point that lifts up the beater to drop it is at a very definite part of the spin, but it's finding out where the R2-D2 stops in its process to that point and timing it exactly so it lands there every time, so it goes and does it again, so every time you want it to hit it goes. I now present the Star Wars Orchestra. Stop. But as you can see, these lovely things are going to be quite interesting sounding, and I'm actually impressed by how well these R2-D2s have picked up the xylophone. Good guess. Good. Tap on the head for them all. Round of applause. This is coming along. As you can see, it's very slow for me to play it because there's a lot of iPads and I've only got so many fingers, but hopefully the robots, when they're all hooked up, will be able to do a better job of playing it. But boom, and then you got to stop it because I haven't programmed the rest of it. Okay, it's getting there. It's getting there, slowly but surely. Hello, we're currently in a top secret location, and yeah, the orchestra is just in here, in this lovely room, in this secret warehouse. Oh, come and check it out. They're all chatting about all the shots that are going to happen.
Hi, my name's Carl, and I am a LEGO product designer, and we're here today in England to shoot a video where we show this LEGO Star Wars Boost Droid Commander playing the Star Wars theme on actual musical instruments.
Let's have a look at the mechanism. So right down here, we've got the first ones, which are the xylophones, which are played by the R2-D2. So these R2-D2s have a mechanism on the front, which makes them spin their little special arm which then connects up to the xylophone mechanism, causing the notes to play. And then they all play.
When we were working on Droid Commander, we're thinking about having R2-D2 interact with stuff, the Gonk walk around and punch stuff, mouse droid shooting and driving around. I never thought about making them play musical instruments, especially not like violins and cellos and all these actual orchestral type things.
So right here is the controller table. There's a lot of wires and there's a lot of robotic servos and iPads, of course. Right here is the pieces of paper, which are all of the different tables and what iPads they need to connect up to so that they're all going to play in time. Over here, we've got another one, which is the violin table. There's two of these, there's one on each side. Basically what the violin table does is the mouses have bows actually attached to their sides inside, so it's like they're literally playing the violin like you know, any violinist would. And they're all doing that. And all of the violins are tuned to certain notes that are required. Luckily, in the Star Wars theme, the actual bass line which the violin is playing is only 3 notes. Woo. Ooh. Woo. Need to tune them a little bit, actually. Over here, we have the rest of the string section, which is actually the cellos. They're actually a little bit quiet, hence why they have contact microphones on them to boost the sound that's coming out. But basically what happens is the R2-D2, with the spinny still, actually gets onto this, which causes this mechanism to spin, and then this circular plastic wheel actually spins on the string like a bow. And there's 4 of those playing the bass line at the same time as the violins. But over here, we have all of where the gonks are, and the gonks are playing these keyboards. As you can see, the gonks push the keyboards, and they play the notes. And there's 15 of these gonks playing different keyboard notes, and behind that, there is actually some more gonks. If you look carefully, you can see they punch these little light-up sample pads. And these pads, they're playing the drum samples. And there's 6 of those along the top, and they're all being programmed by iPads again.
This is crazy to me. I've never seen this many of our droids together, and seen all the crazy solutions that Sam has come up with to be able to interact with so many of the droids at once is just kind of mind-blowing.
And in the middle, now this is the piece de resistance. This is the catwalk. This is where all of the one-off orchestral moves happen. Behind here, there are gongs that are triggered by the R2-D2s. I just moved it, so it moves forwards, and it causes the gong to get hit. Good R2-D2. These R2-D2s actually move forwards and just literally hit their heads on the thing like this. Hello! So that's quite a nice one. These mice, if you look in here, there's a shooter in this mouse that shoots out a little projectile that actually plays these xylophones. It's a very quiet note, but there's contact mics on these xylophones which make them amplified in their sounds. We got a couple more of these mice, and these actually drop marbles. Oh, there is marbles in it. They drop marbles onto the drums. Oh, I've got to fill them up again. But they play a nice note for a couple of crescendos, and then at the front, this little one, on both sides, they have this, and this one moves forward, so you're ready for it? It's a pretty simple approach to a pretty silly problem. But yeah, that's basically the Star Wars Orchestra. So we're gonna see what it sounds like now.
So far, I haven't seen anything really going yet, and I'm really interested to see how it works, because this looks like a totally crazy setup and an insane project. So hopefully we can pull it off.
talking about.
We did it.